Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're making some kale and spinach sahina. You guys told me it's really hard to find dasheen bush sometimes where you live, so I wanted to come up with an option that would be easily accessible for you all to make. So let's jump straight into this recipe. Let me show you how easy this one is going to be to put together. We're going to start by blanching or steaming our kale. You want to place them chopped into your pot of boiling water, and I'm going to add in some salt. We're going to give this a mix and allow it to come up to a simmer and let it cook for about 5 minutes. You're going to see the leaves going from a dark green to a lighter green color. Once this happens and the leaves are tender, drain it and set it aside. Next, let's prepare the dry ingredients. So to a big bowl, I'm adding in split pea powder and flour. If you can't find split pea powder, you can soak your split pea overnight and then process it into a paste. Add salt, turmeric. Now I went a little heavy on the turmeric. You guys can use half of the amount. Baking powder, and this brand is from BDC in Lauderhill. I love this brand. Next goes in yeast, brown sugar, and some ground jeera. Now we're going to give the dry ingredients a mix. Now goes in 1 tablespoon of green seasoning and the blanched kale along with chopped baby spinach. You can use frozen baby spinach if you wanted to. You can even use chorai bhaji or callaloo as it's called in Jamaica if you wanted to. So go ahead and give everything a mix. And once you've mixed it in properly, remember the kale is wet. So we're going to add in our water a little at a time to bring it together. We're going to be making a really thick batter. So you want to add and mix, add and keep mixing. Now there's no set amount for the water as different brands of split pea and flour can absorb different amounts of water. So you're just going to keep adding and mixing until it looks like what my mixture looks like, really thick. So we're going to be squeezing it in between our fingers to break down the leaves further. This step is really crucial. So once you do that for about 2 to 3 minutes, the next step would be to clean down the sides of your bowl and clean out your hands. And we're going to allow this to rest. Now I'm using Diamond cling wrap for this. I love their cling wrap. It's very different from the traditional plastic wrap where it gives you a lot of trouble when you're taking it out of the box or when you're covering a bowl. Look how easy it is to work with this. So just cover your bowl and, as I said, allow it to rest for 10 minutes. You can refrigerate overnight if you like, but make sure the next day you allow it to come to room temperature before using it. We're going to start to make our little fritters. I'm greasing my hands lightly and I'm going to pick up about 3 inches of that batter. You guys see the consistency of it? It's not too soft and it's not too firm. Press it out into a thin layer and then put it into your oil. You'd want your oil to be on a medium heat for this. You want it to cook and cook fully throughout. You don't want it to be too high where it burns on the outside. Now these puff up when they cook, hence the reason why I said open it out thinner. And we're going to allow them to cook for about 8 minutes until they're golden brown and crisp. Look how beautiful they look. Now once they're done and they're golden, you'll take them out of your oil and drain them on paper towels. These fry up pretty quick because they're small. Bigger you make them, the longer they'll take. So once they're done, set them aside and continue to fry the rest. Now these made 10 medium size. If you were to make them smaller, you would get about 15 to 20. So look how amazing it looks. You see the specks in there. And if you don't tell someone this is kale, they will never know. So I'm breaking into one for you to see. It's light and fluffy on the inside and crunchy on the outside. Listen as I bite in. Now that is some crunch. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. To make life easy for myself, I like using this store-bought tamarind chutney. It's really delicious and goes with almost any Indian street food. So if you guys try this recipe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.